when you draw the head in a three-quarter view, right, we block in the face like this. First of all, you want to see, okay, how is the head angle? And usually you could see how the brow ridge from the brow ridge to this is the forehead, the brow ridge from here down straight like this. You would have here this, typically, right? So meaning usually this portion here, it can be resolved with a straight line, and there's a change of angle between here and here, right? And therefore here, right, the sense side here, all different angles, right, 1 and 2. But of course, this could be also, there could be a change of angle like this, makes sense? So meaning it could be this and this, whatever it is, but try to find out the geometry of the head. Usually, if you look for this, the passage between the brow ridge, sorry, the forehead, the top of the forehead, and the brow ridge and the chin, you have this 1 short, 2 long. Brow ridge, the nose is here. And then here, maybe you can find the variation, right, like that, right? Makes sense? So look at that, because then, as if you had the other types of face, you could have 1, right, then 2, and then 3. Makes sense? So you want to look, when you look at the face, don't get lost in the meandering facial characteristics. Look at the structure. Look at the structural aspect, right? So, for example, on the side view like this, right, we have blocking the head like this, right? Then we're going to have the jaw. The base of the cranium is at the level of the nose here. Sorry, too much. And this should be 1/3, right? 1, 2, 3, a little bit higher, right? This will be shorter. So now I have the brow ridge here, right? The brow ridge is here. And then I can start sculpting my head a little bit more. Makes sense? So I could start a portrait like this. Actually, I do start a portrait like this. It's a lump of clay. And then I could start carving it, all right? Now, from here, I want to position the nose. How do I do that? So the nose takes its own direction. I ignore the nose. So go from the center of the glabella here, right, to the center of the chin and the center of the philtrum, like this. Because if you follow the nose, you get lost. The nose is something that, look, if I look at this, right, without the cartilage, it's flat. So I'm going to look at this. I don't look at this nose sticking out because it can be difficult to position properly. Once I know this, the coordinate, I have now the brow ridge here like this, right? I have here now the brow ridge coming out like this. This is the side plane. This is now the nasion, right? And inside the glabella, right, like that. Now here is the nasal bone, and now I know that my nose is gonna be here. And I block it in there. I block it on the structure of the head. After I have, because this permits me to do what? To line up the center of the forehead, the center of the mouth, upper lip, lower lip, and the center of the chin. I line up. If I do this, that's very confusing. So I just don't block the nose after you have blocked in the structural aspect of the face, and that makes it so much easier to do, right? Makes sense. So as you do this, now you could do the same thing, right? If the head is slightly turned upward like this, then the ears are not going to be aligned horizontally like this. Ears and nose, sorry, brow ridge and base of the nose are not going to go up straight like this, but more like this, because the head maybe is tilted up. Makes sense? But this measurement is still similar to that measurement. All right. So now the earlobe here is not going to be lined up with the nose. If I do this horizontal, it's going to be lined up with just above the lips, and this line up with whatever that is. But again, I can use it, because if I see that, for example, the top of the ear is lined up with the center of the iris, lucky me. Now I have a way of evaluating the position of the eyes, right? it's not going to be here. So one thing now that you want to consider though is this, that when you turn the head, right, the space, the alignment between the wing of the nose and the corner of the eye is not going to work because the eye moves right like that. So still you can bring up the wing of the nose and see, oh, okay, it's a little bit to the right of that. So now you can relate the eye to the nose properly, right? Or you can also do this. Okay, this is the mouth, right? You see, oh, look, it's kind of between the nostril, the wing of the nose, and the corner of the mouth, or close to that. Makes sense? So important thing is that you relate things to each other, the proportional relationship, and then you're okay. But absolutely, you need to understand the control, the typical position, the proportion of the face.